Well, some of you noticed the scruff on my face, and I'm not shaving until I pass this particles of stone that I have. I'm still having a lot of stomach distress, whether it's from the stone or whether it's from other causes, I don't know. We'll be setting up some additional doctor's appointments to try to figure out what's going on, whether I have some additional problems besides the stone and the particles that are left to pass. But just continue to pray for me, and I appreciate it very much if you would. I certainly have not felt well for the last 15, 16 days now, and certainly weak, lethargic, and not feeling well at all. When we talk about Psalm 51, the first thing that jumps to your mind, if you're familiar with the psalm, is restore to me the joy of your salvation. Isn't that true? We tend to forget about the first part of the psalm and certainly forget about the last part of the psalm. You see, Psalm 51 begs God to purify him with hyssop and to clean him and wash me and make me whiter than snow, make me to hear the joy and gladness. Now, these are things that are good for David the psalmist. These are things that he wants to have happen in his life. Create in me a clean heart, O God. Again, he's asking God to work in his heart and to create a clean heart. Do not cast me away from your presence. God, David certainly wants God's presence. And then comes the famous verse that says, restore to me the joy of your salvation. But today, as I studied this psalm, and as God spoke to me, there was another verse that stood out much more brightly than restoring the joy of God's salvation. They're found down at verse 17. The sacrifice of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart, O God, you will not despise. David realized that it wasn't all of the things that God could and should or would do for him. David also realized that there was something that he had to do, that the sacrifice that would be most acceptable to God was a contrite heart. You know what contrite means? It means a repentant. It means when we recognize how sinful we are, when we recognize all of the ways that we fall short of the glory of God. God is looking for us to do a self-examination honestly and fall on our knees and cry out to a holy God. God, I repent of my sins. God, I turn away from the evils that is in my heart. I know that the only sacrifice that I can make to you is not of lambs and goats, but my only sacrifice I can make to you is a broken and contrite heart. And then I know that you'll not despise that. You see, we kind of put the cart before the horse, don't we? We want the joy of his salvation, but we don't want the broken and contrite heart. That's my thought for today. I hope it's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.